So I gotta shoot this impromptu because I feel like I want to respond because it's very healthy for the left to have a debate, which I want to do instead of having a extremely dishonest argument from very privileged progressives who don't know how to play politics. So I think his name is Vosh or whatever. So Vosh is coming at me for my strategy. So I have a few questions for you, brother. What has your strategy ever accomplished? What the working class? We have tried your strategy for the last few decades. The working class has been crushed. The black community has been crushed. And this is something I've noticed about white progressives who are a little bit more privileged, that are literally vote shaming progressives, telling us what to do. They have no fucking working class solidarity. These motherfuckers are comfortable. They have health care. They know they will have health care for the next 8 to 12 years. So they don't give a fuck if we get Medicare for all at the end of the day. Because they know if Joe Biden wins, they will still be taken care of. And what they are worried about is they being inconvenient. They don't care about standing for us. I don't have health care. My family don't have health care. I can't afford your fucking stupid ass long game. 30 million Americans went hungry last month. 28 million Americans about to go homeless. Joe Biden not doing shit for them. He's not proposing any bill that will help them out. The Democrats are not proposing anything that will stop this homelessness crisis from happening right now. Is Vosh going homeless? Is Vosh going homeless right now? I very much doubt that this motherfucker is in risk in going homeless. I doubt that this motherfucker is in risk of losing health care. If he is, he's a fucking shill. He's a fucking shill. What the fuck you talking? You trying to get people? You trying to get us to vote for our oppressors? And this is shit I always criticize people about, because you have people who prop up and pretend Joe Biden and Barack Obama not as bad as they was. You're white. Barack Obama crashed and tanked black wealth. Barack Obama deported Mexicans in mass. Barack Obama bombed Mexicans in massive numbers. Barack Obama and Standing Rock brutalized the Native American people. You know the only people that the Joe Biden and Barack Obama administration ignored? The only people they took care of was the white community. And you have Vosh, who's trying to shame black people to vote for a guy who did more damage than almost anybody in the modern era of politics, with his crime bill, with his bankruptcy bill, and his shilling of the credit card companies. Let me tell you something. I got a check in the mail because I was illegally charged a higher interest rate on my first car loan, and they was shown that that I would charge as a higher interest rate as a black man compared to what a white man would be charged. You know who fought against regulations that will prevent that from coming in place? Joe Biden, because he was a shill of the credit card companies. He was shill of the banks. He has put in these policies that destroyed the black working class. And you got this motherfucker. He's privileged, and he got to feel like he want to lecture the left and give the left advice on shit that we tried for the last few decades, and we lost. Hey, Vosh, have you paid attention to the Obama era? What is your long game? What is your answer to getting this shit fixed? Because over Obama, I witnessed the protests. I witnessed Ferguson. I witnessed Occupy Wall Street. I witnessed Standing Rock, and not shit happened. And then Joe Biden is doing shit. The only thing he's doing, he's fucking picking a fucking cop as VP. He literally, she supports ICE. He supports ICE. They support increasing the military budget. And this motherfucker is talking about we should vote for him because he's white, and he don't have to worry about Joe Biden's disastrous record on criminal justice. And this is the problem I had. I talked about this with Savage Joy Ann the other day. Is that there's something with the progressive movement where they have no solidarity. Bars don't give a fuck that I ain't to have health care in the next few years. That's not that 68,000 Americans dying because they don't have lack of health care. Apparently, that's not a game changer for him. Fine. I haven't unfollowed one fucking person that said they was gonna vote for Joe Biden. I don't care. Vote your conscience. That's why I believe. But if you want to vote shame me, I'm not gonna come at you in a respectful way because you don't know my life circumstances. And people send me his video. I only made like 3 minutes in. I skipped around. I started like the first minute. I went up when he pulled my tweet up, and I skipped ahead a little bit more. And then he said something like, "Hey, this guy, they just saying this shit for clout." Saying this shit for clout, motherfucker. I live this life, bro. I got people with medical debt right now. And you telling me I'm doing this shit for clout. You saying I'm doing this shit for clout when I got motherfuckers with straight up medical debt. My aunt had breast cancer and had to pay out the fucking ass to get that shit handled. You say I'm doing this shit for clout. I'm a healthcare advocate and I'm an anti-imperialist. You are one of the progressives who don't give a fuck about whether the fact that Joe Biden and Barack Obama bombs brown people. You don't give a fuck that ICE has committed human rights violations. Because at a certain point, you become complicit when you continue that stupid ass bullshit. And on top of that, he still supports the new Jim Crow. Joe Biden won locks up black people for prison slave labor, but Vouch don't give a fuck because Vouch don't have solidarity with the progressive movement. You know how I know he don't have solidarity? Because instead of having me on his show, instead of inviting me on his show, instead of talking to me, this motherfucker want to assume I'm doing this shit for clout. Instead, he not asking where I'm coming from. This motherfucker sounds just like a liberal. This motherfucker sounds like a standard Democratic operative. He don't have no respect for the movement. He don't care to have this conversation with me and ask me exactly why I refuse to vote for Joe Biden, which I said from day one, blame the Democratic Party, don't punch left. He said, I want clout. He said, I want clout. Meanwhile, you trying to snipe progressives. You trying to fight people who are anti-establishment for clout. If you wasn't doing this for clout, you would invite me on your show and talk to me about this like a man. You would invite me on the show and explain to me why the victims of the Democratic administration means more than the victims of the Trump administration. Why? What make one victim more valuable than another victim? These people will never tell you. These people will never tell you why when Barack Obama drones a ton of people, when they become the deporter in chief, and when they ruin the economy, when they push massive pay to play politics, they will never explain why that's beyond the pale. Fucking at me next time, motherfucker.